is off.
Okay, that's good. I'm pleased to hear it. Oh, can everyone turn their cameras on, please? Hello, Paula. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Yes, I'm feeling good. A
Good.
little bit sleepy.
A little bit sleepy. Have you cut your hair, or is it just
No, I just tied
it
here.
back? Ah, okay. I can see.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So hopefully, Michael, your internet will work okay today.
My
I hope.
internet is fine.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed the camera. Wow. See, already it's starting to flash a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. We'll keep our fingers crossed that it'll be okay. All right. Hello, Cho Zhang.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Cho Zhang?
I'm so great, thank you.
Oh, you're great. That's good. Very positive, Cho Zhang. Can you turn your camera on this week, please?
Yes, I will turn.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Tuk Lin. Hello, Tuk Lin. Tuk Lin, can you hear me? Not yet, obviously. Okay, thank you, Cho Zhang. I can see you now. I have Cho Zhang. Well, hello, Tone. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, that's good. So I hear, Tone, it's a little bit warmer in Hanoi this week.
Yes, it is.
It is okay. Oh, your camera is giving a few problems as well. So it's not just you, Michael. Not just your camera.
I guess I'm not the only one.
No, you're not the only one. Okay. Tuk Lin, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
I can
Tuk
hear
Lin.
you.
Okay, good. I can hear you now. So, have you had a good week, Tuk Lin?
Yes,
Good.
I have a really good week.
Good. That's great. So I can see Dunia. Okay, message from Mrs. Ha, just reminding everyone to turn their cameras on. Hello, Hakan.
Hello.
Hello, Hakan. I can't see you yet, Hakan. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Oh. But I cannot open it today.
Sorry, you can't open it today.
Yes.
Okay, well, I hope you can get that fixed because it's always good to see you, Hakan.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think we've got almost everyone. So just, Tang is coming. So we have a new student today in our class, Duk Nia, who is usually in the morning class, is going to try moving to the afternoon class to see how he gets on with that. So welcome, Duk Nia. I hope you enjoy this class. It's been very hot where I am today. You can see maybe my nose is a little bit red because it's been hot, over 30 degrees for the last 3 days, which is very unusual for here. I know it's not very unusual for Hanoi in summer, but it's unusual here to have 3 days in a row of 30 degrees. So I got a little bit sunburnt today when I went out to do my exercise. Hello, Tang. Hello, Tang. Hello, Tang. I can see you, Tang, but I can't hear you.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now, Tang. That's great. Thank you. Okay. So again, welcome everyone to class. What we're going to be doing today, I'll show you our program. We're going to be doing a few exercises first, and we will then finish off reviewing the detailed paragraphs that you wrote last week, and then we will get into some speaking. I want to start to do a bit more speaking now. We've been concentrating on writing for a little while. So let's get started. First, does anyone have any questions for me? Any questions about anything? Okay, all right. I hope you can all see this. Paula.
Yes.
Okay, Paula, can you please read the fun phrase of the week?
Okay. Fun phrase of the week, not out of the woods, informal. If something or someone is not out of the woods yet, they are still having difficulties or problems. The nation's economy is not out of the woods yet.
Okay, thank you, Paula. So not out of the woods is this week's fun phrase. This is something you will hear people, English-speaking people say often when they are talking about being in some sort of difficulty or having some sort of problem. Even governments in Western countries will use this phrase when they are talking about having some problem with the economy or some problem with anything at all. They will say, we are not out of the woods yet. Woods, by the way, woods is a synonym for forest. Okay, a lot of trees. So forest and woods are the same. So the saying comes from, if you are stuck in the forest, okay, and you don't know where you are lost, then of course you have a problem. So that's where the saying came from. We are not out of the woods means we still have some problem we have to deal with. So I hope that makes sense to you. Cho Zhang. Hello, Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, last week, Cho Zhang, food coma was our fun phrase. Can you remember what food coma means?
I remember that it's mean like when we eat fully, we want to go to sleep, right?
You're right. Very good. Good memory. So food coma, again, is informal. It's a colloquialism. It means that you have eaten too much and you feel you've eaten too much, you're so full, you need to lie down. And maybe you feel sleepy, or maybe you even feel sick. So if someone says to you, oh, I went to the birthday party last night, I ate so much that I went into a food coma. Okay, it is a fun way of saying, oh, I ate so much that I feel sick and unwell, I had to lie down. So that's what food coma means. And this week's fun phrase is out of the woods, meaning if you are not out of the woods, you still have some problem. All right. Now we're going to do what I've called a quick word challenge. Please look at each of these 4 sentences and tell me which of the 2 phrases in each sentence is correct. I'll give you just a few seconds to look at these, then I'm going to ask each of you which phrase is correct. So for example, in sentence number 1, is work your guts out a correct phrase, or work your socks out? Which is the correct phrase in English? Michael.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, can you read sentence number 1, please? All of it.
Number 1, guts or socks. Work your guts out or work your socks out.
Okay, Michael, which phrase do you think is correct? Guts or socks?
I think work or guts out is
Okay.
the correct one.
Okay, Hakan, guts or socks?
Well, I think Gus.
Okay. Tuklin,
Yes.
guts or socks? Tuklin?
I think it's gut.
Okay. Tang. Hello, Tang.
Hello.
Yeah, Tang, guts or socks? We're looking at sentence number 1.
I think it gets.
Okay. Tone.
Yeah. I think it's guts.
Okay. Duknia knows the answer to this, so I won't ask you. Paula.
Guts.
Okay. And Cho Zhang.
Guts.
Okay. I see Putan has joined us. Hello, Putan. Hello, Putan. Can you hear me? Not yet. By the way, if you join the class late, I might not see you. Okay, so please, if you join the class late, either send me a message in chat or just interrupt and say hello. Okay. All right, so Putan has sent me a message. Okay, so Putan, I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so back to number one, guts or socks. The answer that all of you said, guts, is correct. Okay, you work your guts out. That is the colloquial phrase, work your guts out. It means to work very hard. All right, if someone says to you, I work my guts out, means I've been working very hard. Work your socks out is almost correct. Paula, do you know what the correct phrase is, by the way, with socks?
Up.
Do you know?
Socks up. Work your socks up.
Correct. Well done, Paula. It's work your socks off. Work your socks off also means to work very hard. But this one, work your guts out, is the more common one. By the way, for those of you who are not sure, in English, this part of your body, okay, is your guts in colloquial, informal English. Okay, they call that your guts. And the word guts comes up very often in a lot of English colloquial phrases. For example, someone who is described as having guts, if someone says you've got a lot of guts, it doesn't mean you're fat, it means you are very brave. You have a lot of courage. The opposite is also true. If someone says he or she has no guts, or they are gutless, it means they are scared, or means they are a coward. If someone says to you, I've had a guts full, it means I've had enough of something. I've had a guts full of this weather, means I've had enough of this weather. I'm tired of it. So the word guts comes up in a lot of English phrases, colloquial phrases. So it's worth remembering what guts means. Okay, so guts, as I say, is supposed to refer to this part of your body in English slang, and it's made its way into a lot of colloquial phrases. So work your guts out means to work very hard. All right, number two. Where did I get up to? Hakan. Hakan.
Yeah.
Can you read number two, please? All of it.
Red or white, a white elephant or a red elephant.
Okay, which one is correct? White or red, Hakan?
I think it's white.
Okay, Tuklin.
I think white too.
Okay. Tang, please.
I think it is white.
Okay, Tone.
It is right. White.
Okay, Paula.
White.
Okay, Cho Zhang.
I think it's white.
And Michael.
Is white elephant? I know this.
Do you know this? Excellent. Okay, you are all 100% correct. Very good. Okay, it is a white elephant. Do you know what a white elephant is, Michael?
Well, it's to describe something very expensive.
Mm-hmm. It is, and there's a little bit more to it. It's not just something that is expensive. There is more to the story.
Oh,
Do you know?
I only know the
It's
basic meaning.
that is expensive. Okay, I will tell you all the story very quickly. So one day in India, there was a rich and famous prince all right? And he was fighting a war with another prince. And eventually they decided to end the war. And as a gift, the prince gave the other prince, all right, a white elephant as a present, as a gift. Now, first of all, the prince thought, wow, what a wonderful gift, a white elephant, very rare, very unusual, what a special gift. But after a while, the white elephant, it ate lots of food, it couldn't do anything much, it cost a lot of money to keep, because it was white, it always got dirty, so you couldn't put it into the rice fields to do any work. So in the end, the prince decided, wow, this was a gift and very expensive, but it's a very useless gift. Can't do anything with it. So a white elephant has come to mean exactly that. It is something that is usually expensive. Sometimes it's a gift, but it doesn't have to be. But it's something that is expensive and maybe looks interesting, but you have no use for it. You can't do anything with it. Does that make sense, Michael?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so a sample sentence would be, wow, this, let me see. This big piano that my grandmother gave me is very impressive, but it's a white elephant. It can't fit into my apartment. I can't use it. So a white elephant is something very expensive, all right, but is useless. Can't use it. And again, this is a very common phrase in English to describe something that maybe looks good and costs a lot of money, but you can't use it. You have no use for it. A white elephant. All right, number 3, Tuk Lin. Can you read number 3 for me, please?
Cry or laugh. Cry your eyes out or laugh your eyes out.
Okay, so which one is correct, Tuk Lin?
I choose cry your eyes out.
Okay. Tongue.
Yeah,
Okay, cry or laugh.
I think it is cry.
Tone.
Is cries.
Okay, Paula.
It's cry.
Okay, Cho Zhang.
Is cried.
Michael.
I choose cry.
Okay, Hakan.
I think it's cry your eyes out.
Okay, you're all correct. This one was an easy one. I think most of you have heard this. You cry your eyes out. You don't laugh your eyes out. All right. You can laugh your socks off, by the way. You can laugh your socks off, but you cry your eyes out. All right, last one. Again, this one, maybe not so hard. Tongue, please. Can you read number 4? Can you read number 4?
Number 4, hit or miss the jackpot or hit the jackpot.
Okay, which one is correct?
I think it is like miss.
Okay, you miss. Oh, by the way, I should explain, jackpot, by the way, is another word for prize. Okay, jackpot, it comes from, I think, when people play cards, they sit around a table, and you might have seen this in the movies, or you might have seen it in real life. A group of people playing cards for money, and they put the money in the middle of the table. And the person who has the best cards wins the big pile of money. And that pile of money in English is called the jackpot. But jackpot has come to mean not just money in cards, but any sort of prize. Doesn't have to be to do with money either. If maybe you are studying for an exam and you're not sure if a particular question will come up, but you study about that question anyway, and that question does come up in the exam, you can say, oh, wow, I hit the jackpot in the exam. The question I studied for, it came up, it was there. So it can mean any sort of prize. That's what a jackpot is. All right. I hope that explanation makes sense. Tone, miss or hit the jackpot.
Hit the jackpot.
Paula,
In hit the jackpot.
Zhang,
Hit the jackpot.
Michael,
Hit the jackpot.
Hakan,
Hit the jackpot.
Tuk Lin.
Hit the jackpot.
Okay, I'm glad you paid attention to my story because I told you the answer when I was telling you the story about the exam. Yes, it is hit the jackpot. Hit the jackpot. So miss the jackpot is not correct. All right, so we have work your guts out, a white elephant, cry your eyes out, or hit the jackpot. Worth knowing these phrases in English because they are very common. All right. Any questions about any of those? Let's look at today's little test. I'm continuing with word formations. Again, this shouldn't take you too long. Most of these, for most of you, you should know them. We will start at number 8. All right. Yes, number 8. Paula, you will be number 8, okay? Okay, Paula. Hello, Paula.
Okay.
Yeah, you're number 8, Paula. Cho Zhang, you are 9. Michael, 10. Hakan, 11. Tuk Lin, 12. Tong, 13. Tone, 14. And Duk Nia, you are 15. All right, Paula. Can you read the sentence, please, with the correct word?
You haven't shared the screen.
Oh, haven't I? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. On one moment, I will just get it back. Okay, can you see it now, Paula?
I can see the fun phrase of the week one.
All right, but you can't see the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Right, hang on just a moment. Sorry to hold you up. Right, this time should work. Right. Okay, Paula, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, everyone, so sorry about that. So Paula is starting from number 8. All right, then I will just call your name. So like last week, what you have to do is choose the correct form of the word on the right so that it fits the sentence on the left. Okay, number 8, please, Paula.
Some old laws are no longer effective.
Is correct. Some old laws are no longer effective. Ho Zhang, you are 9.
Being employed.
No, sorry,
employed,
number 9. Number 9. Ho Zhang.
Athens is famous for its ancient buildings.
Not fameful. Not fameful. Can you try again, please, Zhou Zhang? Not fameful. Fameful is not a word. Not fameful. Can you guess?
Famous.
Yes. Athens is famous for its ancient buildings. Famous. All right. See if you can get all of these correct, by the way. Even though you are only doing one, please listen to what the other people, the other students are saying. Okay, Michael, number 10.
I think it's criminal.
Can you please read all the sentence?
He was caught shoplifting, so now he has a criminal record.
Is correct. He was caught shoplifting, so now he has a criminal record. Shoplifting, by the way, is an English phrase which means stealing from a shop. Stealing from a shop, okay, is called shoplifting in English. So it's nothing to do with lifting up a shop, but it means you steal something from the shop, and that is called shoplifting. Okay, number 11, Hakan.
Despite her surf, right?
Not right. It is pronounced severe. Severe.
Oh,
Severe.
despite her severe disability, she fulfilled her goals in life.
Okay, correct, Hakan. Very good. Despite her severe disability, she fulfilled her goals in life. So disability is the correct form of the word disabled. Severe, by the way, means something that is very strong or powerful. Okay, so someone who is severely disabled is very disabled. They have a very strong disability, have a very bad problem. Okay, where are we up to? Tuk Lin, please, number 12.
Being unemployed is the worst thing that can happen to someone.
Excellent, Tuk Lin. Being unemployed is the worst thing that can happen to someone. That's great. Good. That was an opposite, little bit tricky. Number 13, please. Tang.
If you buy presents in the summer, your saving can be very high.
Okay, if you buy presents in the summer, your savings has to be plural, can be very high. Okay, has to be plural because when you are, savings means you have a lot of money. All right, money is plural. If you buy presents in the summer, your savings can be very high. Tone 14.
Due to the pilot's guidance, the co-pilot managed to land safely.
Good. Due to the pilot's guidance, okay, the co-pilot managed to land safely. Okay, guidance is spelled Guidance. Guidance. Guidance is correct. Well done, Tone. That's great. And the last one for you, Duknia, number 15.
It's important to also see the less desirable side of the job.
Correct. It's important to also see the less desirable sides of the job. Okay. So I hope most of you got all of those correct. At your level of English now, you should. But if you didn't, don't worry, this will remind you. So we will continue with more of those next week. All right. So like I say, for most of this lesson, if I can, I want to concentrate on speaking because we haven't done any speaking for a while. But first, we will just go back and we will check our writing from last week. Oops, not that one. Okay, I think this is where we were up to. just check my sheet, make sure we're in the right place. Just to remind you, I know this is a little bit hard because it's a week since you last looked at this, but we were looking at the potato table. Remember the production of vegetables by these 5 countries. So I just quickly want to check that your detail paragraphs are all correct. I think I looked at some of these. I can't remember that I finished. So let's have a look here. I don't think Zung Ha is here today. Or is she? She is. Zung Ha.
Hi.
Hi, Zung Ha. I didn't know you joined the class. Sorry.
Sorry because I joined a little late.
Okay, that's okay, Zung Ha. If you do, again, anyone who joins a little bit late, please send me a message in chat when you join so I know you are there, because sometimes I have your Zoom minimized on my screen, so I can't always see if a new person joins. So Zung Ha, did we finish checking your detailed paragraph last week? Can you remember?
I think we have finished my detailed paragraphs already.
Okay, yeah, it looks finished to me. All right, thank you, Zung Ha. Tuk Lin,
Yes.
did we finish your detailed paragraphs?
You said to me that I need to write more in the second paragraph.
In the second part, when comparing Spain, Ireland, and Brazil in potato production, Ireland produced more than, yeah, just have a couple of corrections here. All right, Ireland produced more than, needs to have a the in here, okay, Tuk Lin?
Yes.
All right, Ireland produced more than the 2 other countries. All right, especially in 2012, Spain didn't grow any onions and Brazil also didn't grow any cabbages. Yeah, so what I was meaning was you just need to have some more figures in here, Tuk Lin, okay?
Yes.
So, for example, you were saying Ireland produced more than the 2 other countries. You would need to say how many tons that Ireland produced. So looking at potatoes, Ireland produced 72 million tons, which was more than the other 2 countries. So in your detail paragraphs, you do need to put some figures in. Okay, that's all. All right, Tang, can you hear me, Tang?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just looking quickly at yours, China and Russia need to have a the here, are the 2 countries that produce the most vegetables, while Russia's production of potatoes was 30 million tons. China, I know what you're trying to say, the word stood out, okay, not outstand, okay, stood out. All right, and you don't need to say back then. Their production of cabbage and onions, right, need to have an S on the end of these tongue. All right, otherwise it makes it sound like they've only produced 1 cabbage or 1 onion, okay, which they haven't. So they have to say cabbages and onions. All right, makes isn't quite correct. Again, you have to use the word produced or grow or grew. Okay, you don't make vegetables, obviously, you produce or you grow them. And of course, grew is past tense of grow because we're talking past tense. Okay, you've got lots of figures in here, Tang, which is good. Maybe your paragraphs are a little bit long. Okay, remember the word total for all this exercise is only 150 words, only 150. So you only need to have 2 or 3 sentences in each detail paragraph. Again, you need to put S's on the ends of these. And here you would probably use while Russia, and again, be a word like produced or grow. All right, and there should be an and here, tongue. And, whoops, I didn't spell produced correctly. And again, makes has to be produced or grew. I see, although Hungyans didn't even hit, doesn't have an S on the end. And again, it would be grew more than Ireland. And again, that's pretty good, tongue. Okay, so the main thing is make sure you don't use the word made when you're talking about vegetables, and remember to put S's on your plurals. Any questions, tongue?
No.
Okay. Hakan. Can you hear me, Hakan?
Yes.
Okay. China and Russia. Okay. Remember past tense. Okay. Has to be grew. Again, I would make this a little bit simpler, Hakan. I would just say, instead of saying the amount of potatoes, all right, take all that out and say China grew the most potatoes. All right. So I can save you some words there. Whoops. Okay, again, this should really be plural, Hakan. Okay, you're talking about cabbages and onions, plural, not just one cabbage or one onion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Good use of the word respectively, Hakan. That is correct. All right, good. That's good. Similarly, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't done my paragraph 2.
Right. Okay. That's fine. Any questions, Hakan, about what I've corrected?
No.
Okay. All right. Michael, can you hear me, Michael?
Yes, I can clearly hear you.
Great. All right. When analyzing China and Russia, we see that, by the way, the rest of you, if you can, I know I am not looking at your work right at the moment, but if you can please look at the corrections I'm making to the other students' detail paragraphs, I hope you can learn something, because some of the mistakes you are making are similar. All right. So please see how I'm correcting the other students' ones. When analyzing China and Russia, we can see that China possesses the biggest amount. Probably it's still best to use produced, Michael, rather than possesses.
I see.
Okay, because we're talking about vegetable production here, not about how many it might have. All right. Okay, the table just talks about how many vegetables are produced in 1 year. China might have even more vegetables than that. We don't know, but we are just looking at production. Okay, possession is something different. So this has to be production. Whoops, not production, produces, sorry. Okay, this is good, Michael. This phrase is good. Far exceeds. That's great. All right, much better way of saying far more. All right, far exceeds is good. That's good, Michael. Moreover, good linking word, China also has a higher production of onions. Again, that should be plural, really. Onions and cabbages than Russia. When analyzing the other three countries, I'm being picky, Michael. You don't need to say which are, all right?
Ah, okay.
All right, just have a comma there. When analyzing the other three countries, Ireland, Spain, and Brazil, okay, don't need to say which are, because you are saying which are. Okay, and you don't need to say it could be noticed that. All right, that can all go. When analyzing the other three countries, Ireland, Spain, and Brazil, Brazil produced the largest amount of vegetables. Okay, Michael, does that make sense why I've taken those words out? You do,
Yeah.
you don't need them. Don't need them. All right, and you just need in here who. Compared to Ireland, Spain, you've got too many islands. You've got Ireland, Spain, and Ireland. Was there another country? The other country. Was it only Ireland and Spain?
There's still Brazil.
Was it Brazil? Anyway, you don't need this island in here as well.
Oh, okay.
Because you already have Ireland here.
I see.
Yeah. However, we could clearly see that Brazil was focused on, okay, it should be focused on, not in, focused on producing onions. And didn't grow potatoes and cabbages. Okay, the rest of that is fine, Michael. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, just made some small corrections. Hello, Tone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
China and Russia produce more vegetables than the other three countries. The amount of each kind of vegetables the country produced in 2012 was more than 2,000 million tons. Very good. China produced the two highest figures in the table. Okay, very good, Tone. Okay, excellent. All right.
Check my
I already checked it last week. Okay, no wonder it's good. Right. All right, did I check this part?
Yeah.
All right. They are the only countries. Another word to go in here, Tone. Do you know what it is? That's why it's got a blue line here. Spain and Ireland are the only countries produced less than 5 million tons.
Why?
Not why, but it is a W word, though. It is a W word, but it's not why.
Which?
Yes, well done. Yes, which, correct. Okay, now it's 100% correct, Tone. That's good. Any questions, Tone?
No.
Okay, Cho Zhang. Hello, Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang. The table demonstrates that China and Russia grew the most amount of vegetables than other three countries. The easiest way to say this, Cho Zhang, is this. I can get rid of those four words there, okay? And just do this. The table demonstrates that China and Russia grew more vegetables than the other three countries. Okay, Cho Zhang, does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. However, Russia, and again, you can't manufacture vegetables, okay? So you have to either grow or produce. Does that make sense, Cho Zhang?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can't manufacture, you manufacture cars or you manufacture teaspoons, but you can't manufacture plants. So it has to be grew or produced. Whilst China only, and again, this has to be produced. Million tons. Okay. What, Cho Zhang, what is one word beginning with S, all right, which means the equivalent cases happened?
The same.
Yes? What is it, Cho Zhang?
It's like the same case.
Yeah, one
the
word that
one
begins
with
with S. That means the equivalent cases happened. What is one word that I can use instead of those 4 words? And it begins with S. Can you guess? Michael, are you still there and paying attention?
Yes, I'm still there. But
Okay, Michael.
my camera, I think, is supposed to.
Similarly.
Yes, Cho Zhang. Sorry, Michael, that's what I was going to ask you, but Cho Zhang has come up with the answer. Yes, Cho Zhang. Okay, similarly, you are correct. Okay, so again, I can get rid of 4 words, Cho Zhang, all right, and just use one. That is much better writing to do that. Similarly, when China grew, in fact, I can get rid of a lot of this. Similarly, China grew more cabbages than Russia. Okay, you've got the right idea, Cho Zhang. You just have some of the words in the wrong place. All right, how do I correct this last phrase, Cho Zhang? Similarly, China grew more cabbages than Russia and produced what?
Remove the word the.
Which word? I'm showing you now, Cho Zhang. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so instead of saying produced the onions more, you say produced more onions. All right, so you have the right words, just the wrong order. Okay, it produced more onions, not produced the onions more. And produce more onions, I can take that out as well. Okay, Cho Zhang, so that is more simpler and better English, okay? Just by taking some of those words out. And remember, similarly is a good linking word. That's worth remembering. All right, and your second paragraph, Cho Zhang, looks a little bit long. All right, this one is about the right length. So this one looks a bit too long. So I will leave that for the moment. Any questions, Cho Zhang?
No.
All right. Okay, Paula.
Yeah.
Okay, Paula, let's go. China and Russia are the 2 nations that produce the most vegetables compared to 3 other countries. The amount of potatoes grown in China I know what you're trying to do, Paula, but I think you're just better to make this was, okay? accounted for isn't quite correct in this context. All right. Whereas Russia only produced, however, analyzing other types of vegetables, including Can you correct this sentence, please, Paula? The one that begins, however. And you suggest something, Paula? So this sentence is not correct, okay? However, analyzing other types of vegetables, including cabbage and onions, both countries produced relatively high. Isn't correct. Needs another couple of words. And maybe one or two taken out. You know, Paula, or do you want me to show you?
Can you show me?
Of course. Analyzing other types of vegetables, including, okay, should really have an S on the end of cabbages, but that's only a small thing. All right, just needs these two words, Paula. When analyzing other types of vegetables, including cabbages and onions, both countries produced relatively high. Has to be this. Okay, so you need relatively high something. Okay, so this is like an adjective, all right, but it needs to be attached to something. Okay, and you lift out the something, the noun. Okay, both countries produced relatively high amounts. Does that make sense, Paula?
Yes.
Okay, so you've, like I say, you've got the adjectives here, but the adjective isn't attached to anything. So you need to put something in, a noun. All right, in contrast, 3 other countries were smaller producers. Spain, cabbage was produced in Spain. All right, watch what I'm going to do, Paul. I'm going to make this a little bit more elegant, all right? A little bit simpler. And remember, I'm always looking to make things a bit simpler, all right? That is better English. What are my next 2 words, Paula? You know?
Of cabbages?
Yeah, correct. Okay, that is much better way to write what you mean. Spain produced 200 million tons of cabbages, 10 times as much as, and you don't need the in there, 10 times as much as Ireland, while Brazil was not involved in the production of cabbages, correct? Okay, same with this sentence, Paula. Need to make it a little bit simpler, all right, to be better English.
Produce 1,117 millions
Not
of
quite.
onions.
Not quite. I can make it even easier than that, Paula. What are we talking about? Onions, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, simple as that. So I can take out those 2 words and just put brackets around this. Brazil produced a considerable amount of onions, 1,417 million tons. All right, so that makes it more elegant, okay, and better English. And the rest of it is correct, Paula. However, in Ireland and Spain, the amount of onions grown, okay, that's fine. Okay, so it's just the first part of that sentence and the first part of this sentence. All right, so it is easier just to say Spain produced X or Brazil produced a considerable amount of X. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Paula. All right, thank you, everyone. Okay, I know I've gone quite quickly through this because I want to get on to the speaking, but hopefully you could all follow the corrections that I made to your writing. If you don't, if you have any questions, then as always, please ask me, all right? Or even please write me an email if you are not sure why I've made a correction. Again, I've said this several times, KIS. What does KIS mean, Hakan?
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Thank you, Hakan. Good memory. All right. KIS, KISS. Keep it simple. Keep your writing simple as you can. Right. The same way as you might do in Vietnamese. I know in Vietnamese, by the way, you are encouraged to write longer essays. But this one, remember, when you are writing an answer to writing task 1 for the Ielts, 150 words is the target, which isn't very many words. So you need to keep your writing simple. And as I've always said, that doesn't mean you need to use simple words. You can use as many formal words, as many adjectives as you can think of. That's great. But keep your sentences as simple as you can in order to save words so you don't end up writing too many words. I hope that makes sense. KIS, KISS, keep it simple. But still, of course, show your vocabulary, but keep the sentences themselves simple. All right, everyone. Speaking time. I know it's a while since we've done this, so hopefully, Dr. Nia, we're going to go a little bit further than what we did in our lesson this morning. All right. The speaking exercise is this. Hung, can you read it for me, please?
Speaking exercise. Tell me about a favorite object or thing, electronic device, clothes, jewelry, pictures, etc. What is and why is a favorite when you got it? What do you do with it? Are there any story associated with it?
Okay, very good. Thank you, Tang. All right, so I want you to spend 1 minute now preparing a talk about a favorite object or thing of yours. All right, now these are some guidelines as to what you are going to tell me. Now, remember, during your 1 minute preparation, you need to write notes to help guide you. Also, during your 1 minute preparation, you need to write down your last sentence. And again, I will remind you why, because when you've got your last sentence written down, even if you get a little bit lost during your talk, you can look at your piece of paper during the exam and you know exactly how you are going to finish your talk. And any talk that has a clean and clear and definite ending or conclusion will sound better than if you have a talk that just suddenly runs out of words and you're not sure how to end. So always write your last sentence down so you can always look down when you are coming to the end of your talk and say something like, and that's why my laptop is my all-time favorite possession. Okay, can be as simple as that. but as long as you have something definite in mind, and the easiest way to keep it in mind is actually to write it down, because during your talk, of course, you'll be thinking many, many things. If you can have something clear and definite in mind, a clean and clear conclusion to a talk, it makes the whole talk sound that much better. And again, please ask me if you have any questions about that. So, you have 1 minute from now to prepare your talk. Going to time you for this, but no longer than 2 minutes. Okay, especially you, please, Michael. All right, I know you're very good at giving a longer talk, but okay, 2 minutes is the time limit for this. And the rest of you just talk for as much as you can, but no longer than 2 minutes. So, Tone, I'm going to start with you, okay? Tone, you are first, then Paula, then Cho Zhang, then Michael, then Hakan, then Tuk Lin, and then Tang, sorry. Oh, and sorry, Duk Nia. I haven't forgotten you. Yes, please, Duk Nia. Okay, that is almost a minute. Tone, are you ready to go?
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm also going to get one of you to listen to Tone's talk. All right. I'm going to get you to each of this, and I want you to give me any comments about anything that you notice. All right. Whether maybe he's used the wrong word or could have said something a little bit different. Okay. So Cho Zhang. Hello, Cho Zhang.
Châu Giang bật mic Châu Giang ơi.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang, can you please listen to Tone's talk very carefully? I will ask you for your suggestions, okay, when he is finished.
Yes.
Okay, all right, Tone, whenever you're ready, please.
I will tell about my most favorite things. My phone is a Vivo phone that I got in 2020 after I got into my school. While it's not very expensive, it's not very beautiful, but it's a gift that my uncle gave as I got into a school for the gifted student. So for me, it's very special. It's very useful for me as I can do a lot of things on it. For example, I do my homework, I watch movies, I surfing the internet, and it has been beside me for 2 years. So I got a lot of information loaded in it. So I think my phone is my most special one for me.
Okay, thank you, Tone. So can you give me your last line, Tone, again, please?
So I think my phone is my most special one for me.
I think my phone is my most special one for me. Okay, Cho Zhang. So the rest of the talk was good, Tone. Thank you. All right. I think my phone is my most special one for me. Cho Zhang, can you please tell me how that can be improved? That last line?
Mm,
I think my phone is my most special one for me. It's not quite 100%, Cho Zhang. Can you tell me how you can improve that?
Can you retort for me the sentence?
He said, I think my phone is my most special one for me.
I think we should change. I think my phone is the most special one for me.
I think the phone is the most special one for me. That's still not quite right. So what it should be, Tone and Cho Zhang, is I think my phone is the most special thing for me. Even that is not quite right. I think my phone is my most precious possession, is a better way of putting it. Does that make sense, Tone?
Yeah.
If you say, I think my phone is the most special one to me, the most special one of what? Doesn't quite make sense. So you need to use a different word in there. And the word that I think is most appropriate in this case is possession. I think my phone is the most special possession to me. Okay, Cho Zhang, does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Cho Zhang. Thank you, Tone. All right, Paula, you are next. All right, and Michael, can you please listen for what Paula is saying, please?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Paula, whenever you're ready.
So I'm gonna tell you about one of my favorite thing, which is my ukulele. It was actually a present from my friend before she went overseas. So it was a really precious gift for me. And it's about 2 years since I received it. And I actually learned how to play it by myself. I usually play it in my free time or when I'm too overwhelmed with my work. So it helps me to unwind myself. And I took it to most of my holiday vacations or trips with my family and friends. And therefore, I have a well of a time with it. That's why it is my favorite possessions. One of my favorite possessions.
Correct. Well done, Paula. Okay. Did you say whale of a time, by the way, Paula? Did I hear you
Yes.
say? Wow, that's
Yeah.
very good. Okay, that is a great metaphor. Okay, very good. Whale of a time. For those of you who haven't heard this one before, I will put it in chat. It is a one that is worth remembering. Okay, because it is very colorful English. Okay, a whale of a time. A whale, I'm sure you know, is a very big. It's not a fish, it's a mammal, of course, but a whale is something that's very big. So if you have a whale of a time, you means it is a colloquial way of saying you are having a very big or enjoyable time. Okay, I went to a birthday party last night and I had a whale of a time. Means I had a really big, happy time. All right, sorry, I've put it into, sorry, you can't see this. Hang on. I know why you can't see it. Sorry, everyone. This time you should be able to see it. Okay, now you should be able to see a whale of a time. And again, this is a colorful colloquial phrase that means you are having a good time, a whale of a time. So that is worth remembering, because colorful phrases like this are what examiners remember. Okay, and it shows you have a good understanding, a good knowledge of colloquial English. All right, Michael, did you notice anything in the speech?
She used the idiom well all the time. And
Yes. Anything else?
Some phrase of her is pretty good. I heard that she was given an ukulele from a friend before her friend came over to see.
Yeah, good. You understood the story well. Thank you, Michael. That was very good, Paula. Okay, I don't have any other corrections to suggest. So that was a good story about something that is precious to you. And you explained very well where it came from and what you use it for and how it makes you feel. So that was great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Cho Zhang. Are you ready, Cho Zhang?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and Hakan. Hakan. Hello, Hakan.
Hello.
Yeah, Hakan. Okay, can you please listen to what Cho Zhang is saying? Because I'm going to ask you for your suggestions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready, please, Cho Zhang.
I'm going to tell you about one of my favorite possessions. Is an embroidered picture that I got with my new friends. So it's our first memory since we have met each other. So I will feel we need to appreciate it. So we asked for hanging out to make this very accidentally. And when it comes that, we try to decide and also create our works. Firstly, I found hard when put the coolant into the needles, but after that, I get familiar with it. And until now, I still feel proud of my skill at that time. So I'm into it because I think this is the sovereignty that connected our friendship together.
Okay, give me your last line again, please, Cho Zhang.
I'm into it because I think that is the sovereignty which it connect our friendship together.
What is the word that I can't hear, Cho Zhang? Sorry, the one that begins with S? I can't quite hear it, sorry. It is something that connects your friendship together?
The sovereignty.
I can't understand the word. Can you type it in chat, please, Cho Zhang?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't quite hear it properly. While she is typing, what are your thoughts, Hakan?
I don't know either.
Okay, what do you think of her talk in general?
Well, I think it's quite good, I guess.
You get what makes it quite good?
Well, I think
I'm trying to get you to think like a teacher, okay?
yeah, but I cannot think like you.
You can a little bit, okay? You can, you are experienced at this now, Hakan. Okay, for example, I think what Cho Zhang, what you did was very fluent. Does that make sense, Hakan?
Yeah, okay.
Remember, she didn't stop. All right. She kept going. There were no big pauses, or she didn't get lost at all. Okay, so it was very fluent.
Okay.
It was very also confident. Okay, she didn't sound nervous. All right. She had lots of good descriptions. How are you getting on, Chojang, with typing the word?
I'm tired to you. I'm texted.
Okay, in chat, I haven't received it yet. I just want to check what the word is, Chojang. So as I was saying, Chojang, what you did was very fluent, all right, which is good and sounded very confident, all right, and was good to tell a story that means something to you and your friends. Okay, it's arrived, okay. Souvenir. That's what I couldn't quite understand. Can you pronounce that, please, for me, Chojang?
Souvenir.
Souvenir. Can you say it again, please?
Souvenir.
Good. That's better. That's much better. Souvenir. All right. So that was good, Chojang. All right. I'm glad it was so fluent and you had a good beginning and a good ending. Do you agree, Hakan?
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, she had a good positive beginning and a good positive ending. Okay. And the middle was fine too.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chojang. Thank you, Hakan. All right. Michael, you are next, please. Okay, Michael?
Yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Okay. And Tuklin. All right. Can you please listen? Yeah. Can you please listen to Michael's talk? I will ask you for your comments. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So my favorite object is a guitar. I was given from my uncle in he was living in another country. He visit our place, and I got it when I was on grade 6. I was over the 9 class when I received the guitar. I usually try test out some music with the guitar. I mix it up. I mix it up with some notes and create a new stuff with it. Uh, there are pretty big story behind the guitar. That well, my uncle he bought it from Singapore in a while ago. He was a famous guitarist, and then he gave it back to me when he came back to Vietnam. Overall, this gift was like a treasure trove to me, treasure trove to me, and I appreciate it a lot up until now. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Tuklin,
Yeah.
do you have any comments, please?
I think his speak is quite good. I can hear the where the guitar come from, who gave it to him, and the story around this.
Okay, good. Thank you, Tuklin. All right. Okay, Michael, so that was good. That was very fluent. All right. And was an interesting subject. Again, you have, it was good that you are so, what is the word I'm thinking of? I could hear you thinking as you were speaking, okay, which is fine. All right. So you didn't mind having some pauses. So everyone remember, it's okay to pause for a little bit, as Michael was doing then, as long as then you continue on with the story. So it's okay to stop for a moment or so and just think, what am I saying next? All right, so that is fine. So Michael does that very well. So you sound very relaxed, Michael. All right,
you.
like a normal conversation, which is good. The only thing I will correct, Michael, is you said it's a treasure trove. Okay, didn't you? I think I heard you say treasure trove. To be absolutely correct, a treasure trove is a lot of things.
Oh,
Okay, and because you were just talking about one guitar, it's not really a treasure trove.
like I want to say it like a lot in mentally.
Yeah,
like it's a
so
big,
you don't need to say trove, you just say it's a treasure.
okay.
Okay, it's a treasure to me. Okay, so almost correct, Michael. So remember, treasure trove means a lot of things, but if you were just talking about one thing, okay, you just say it's a treasure.
I see.
If maybe your uncle had given you 10 guitars, you could talk about being a treasure trove of guitars. Okay, but just one guitar is a treasure. All right, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Tuk Lin. Okay, Hakan.
Hello.
Okay, Hakan, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, and Tang.
Yeah.
Okay, can you please listen to Hakan? I will ask you for your comments. All right, Hakan, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so couple of stuff which I have had during my life. The one that I favorite most is my phone, which is an iPhone 7 Plus. So you might wonder why I still like an iPhone 7 Plus. The phone has released for 5 years, while I can choose an iPhone 14, the new one, right? That's the reason. The reason I still like it, because the moment I got this was the first time I touched into the smartphone, and also was my father's gift. I still remember that when I was a child, there was a prevalent history competition, and the grand prize was the iPhone 7 Plus. So with my dad assistant, I got the grand prize, and that is the reason why it is become my favorite things. Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, any comments, please, Tang?
I think he said that his favorite the most or something. I remember that. It's it, it should be like my most favorite.
Yes, correct. My most favorite is correct. Okay, anything else?
And I think he used the phrase that in my entire life, it that it's not true at all.
Not true, you think?
Yeah, like not fit there as well.
Okay. All right, Hakan, what do you think of that?
I think yeah, he's right.
Yes, I think he's right. Yeah. So that, I mean, that's pretty good, Hakan, and you are getting used to this now, of course. But again, this is good practice for you as well. But you had, again, you are also fluent, and you had a good positive beginning and a good positive ending. Just a little bit in the middle, got a little bit lost. Okay. All right. I think it is good to think of, especially about your phone, some more adjectives about how wonderful your phone is and how much you enjoy having it. Would be good. Okay, any questions?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Hakan. Thank you, Tang. All right. Tuk Lin, please.
Yes.
Okay. And Tone.
Yeah.
Okay, can you listen, please?
Okay.
All right, Tuklin, whenever you're ready.
I turn on my camera, please. Is it unstable? Can I
Okay,
turn
sure.
on my camera?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to tell you about one of my possession. It's my phone. It was every day, so I call it a friend of mine. It doesn't a normal phone. It is my mother present when I passed in the university. I have got it 1 year ago. My mom gave me this present because my old phone was broken, and she also encouraged me after I passed the biggest exam in my life. There are many fun stories when I have this phone. When buying this phone, I had told my mom that I want to buy a purple one. So I have found many stores which sold this purple phone, but just one store I found that have the purple one. So when I saw it, I felt really excited and happy and buy it right now. Now when I remember about this story, I really didn't understand why I want to choose the purple one. Why not the another colors? And finally, this one is unnecessary things of mine, because it's not only make me remember an achievement when I passed in the university, and it's also my mother present. So I really appreciate it.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Tuklin. Tone, any comments?
She spoke fluently and her speaking is well prepared.
Yes. Any more, Tone?
No.
Okay. All right. So that was very good, Tuklin. Okay. You spoke very fluently. Okay. You spoke at a good speed, and I thought your use of past tense was excellent. You spoke just about 95% past tense. Okay. Remember, this needs to be past tense because you are talking about something your mother has already given you. So you were talking about the
Yeah,
past. Yeah.
I will remember.
Yeah, there was only one thing. You said something about buy it right now, where you changed to present tense, which should have been past tense. But that's the only thing
Yes.
that I can remember. Okay. But the
Yeah.
rest of that was good. So that was good. Tuklin, any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. So next we have just 2 more of these to go, everyone. So please just be a little bit patient. Tang, please.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready, Tang? And Paula.
Yes.
Okay, Paula, can you please listen? Okay. All right, Tang, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. So once I was searching for a basketball shoes. I saw a shoe that like brand new, and I get my mom to buy it. So when it arrived, uh, the first time I wore it on, it was so comfortable. And as as a training day, I wore it, and my performance went like very good. So it became my all-time favorite shoe back then. And uh, when it come to my my school league, my school basketball league, yeah, uh, with my shoes assistance, me and my team conquered all the league. Yeah. So uh, in conclusion, no. Uh, and I think that is my best basketball shoes I've ever purchased.
Okay. What was your last sentence again, please, Tang?
It was It was uh, it was my best basketball shoes I've ever purchased.
Okay, so it should be they were or they are the best basketball shoes I've ever purchased is the best way to say it, okay? So depends whether you're talking about past tense or present tense. You can use either for this talk, especially if you are still using them. So you can say, these are the best basketball shoes I've ever purchased, or these were the best basketball shoes I ever purchased. Does that make sense, Tung? All right, Paula, your comments, please.
I think he answered pretty good. He answered most of the questions that you wrote down there.
He did. Okay, any more, Paula?
He said it was basketball shoes, and he wore it at most of his basketball competitions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so Tung, that was very good, and a good choice of topic too. All right, how special your basketball shoes are and how much they help you in your team's performance. So I enjoyed your story, Tung. Okay, it was very good. So I think for you, we just need to practice a little bit more. Your speech was a little bit, it stop and start and stop and start. So we just need to practice a little bit more to get you more fluent. And the only grammar thing I heard was you said, my performance went very good, which in English don't really use good in that context. You would say, my performance was very good, okay? Or my performance went very well. Either of those two is correct, but not my performance went very good. Does that make sense, Tung?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tung. All right, I know we've gone a little bit over time, but we just got one more of these. Duknia.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Duknia, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Duknia, whenever you're ready, please.
Okay. When talking about my favorite possessions, the first thing that comes up in to my mind is my shoe collection. I started collecting in 2020. I sparked an interest in shoes after watching a YouTube video about a basketball player's sneaker collections. I use most of my lucky money throughout all the years, and some asked my dads and mom to buy it, and some I got rewarded after I done something like winning my school's basketball tournament and having good grades. To this day, my collection has about 15 pairs, from basketball shoes to casual sneakers, and even some are designers. This will forever be my favorite possession, and I'm looking forward to adding to it in the future.
Okay, that was very good, Duknia. Excellent. Interesting that we've had two people talking about shoes this afternoon. But that was great, Duknia. Okay, I have no other comments or suggestions to make as to how you can improve that, except maybe you could just become a little smoother in your delivery. Again, it stop and start a little bit. Okay, but again, that is just practice, and we will practice this some more. Okay, but your vocabulary was excellent and your grammar was excellent, Duknia. So very good, thank you. Okay, that is everyone. So please, can you turn your cameras back on if you've turned them off, so I can get to say goodbye to you for now. Michael.
Hello.
Can you please stay for a couple of minutes at the end of the lesson? All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. All right. Thank you. Okay. What is happening? Who can't I see now? Cho Zhang. Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Cho Zhang, what are you doing for the rest of today?
I think that I'm going to accomplish my homework.
Sorry, I'm going to accomplish, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, that's not quite right. You would say, I'm going to complete my homework, or I'm going to do my homework.
I'm going to do my homework.
It's better. That's better. Okay, good luck with that. Zung Ha.
Yes.
Oh, Zung Ha, did I get to hear your speech?
No.
Oh, Zung Ha, I'm sorry. Okay, please stay, Zung Ha. I will let the others go, but please stay to give me your speech. Sorry, Zung Ha. I miss you off the list. Sorry. Please, Zung Ha, if I do that, please tell me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I don't want you to feel left out. All right. Okay. And Hakan, what are you doing for the rest of today?
Do homework too.
More homework. Okay, good luck with that. All right, sorry everyone, I've kept you a little bit late. So thank you for everyone for paying attention. Next week, we will continue with more speaking. And what I will do, I know you've completed now all the paragraphs in that vegetable table. We will put the whole thing together and I will review it all with you. Okay, and then we will look at a new writing exercise. Does anyone have any questions before we go? Okay, thank you, everyone. So Zung Ha and Michael, please stay. All right. And for the rest of you, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and a good week at school or university. And I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Bye. Okay, Zung Ha, I'm so sorry. All right.
Yes.
I didn't mean to forget you. For some reason, I didn't write your name on the list.
No, it's
Right.
okay.
Okay, Zung Ha. All right, Michael, you are going to listen with me, all right? Okay.
Listen.
Yeah. All right, Zung Ha. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready, please.
For myself, I think the favorite thing is my iPhone that I received when I in grade 6 secondary school. This, this is the first mobile phone I got from my parents, so I very appreciate it. I use it most of the time when I free. I use it to texting with my friend, watch video, and play game after hard hour study at school. Once I got it dropped in the water, so it broke down and I have to bring it. Uh, did I say? So I have to block it in the store to repair. And after that time, I use very carefully, not to broken, not to break it again. And that's why this mobile phone is very appreciated for me in my life.
Okay, that's the end.
Yes.
All right. Okay, good. All right. And that's why my iPhone is very precious to me in my life. Was that your last sentence?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. All right. Michael, your comments, please.
I guess her speech is fine. Using the word, I think some part is like I don't think it's too fluently. But it's fine. Her vocab is fine and the tense is also using in the right place.
Okay, good. Okay. Zung Ha, you've disappeared. I can't see you. Can you hear me? Now I can. All right, Zung Ha. So did you hear what Michael said?
Yes.
Okay, so we just need to, that was good, Zung Ha. Okay, you have good vocabulary. All right. And it was good story. All right, about telling why your phone is important to you. Okay, we just need to have more practice with you to help make you a little more fluent with your talk. Remember, by that I mean not so much stop and start as you heard some of the others doing, but that is just practice, okay? The more we do this, the more fluent you will become. And I just have a couple of grammar corrections for you, Zung Ha. You said to me about your phone, you said, I get it dropped in the water. I get it dropped in the water. What should that sentence be?
I got it.
No, you even more simple than that. Even more simple than that.
I drop it in the water.
Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, very easy. All right, I dropped it in the water. Right, correct. And the other one said, you said something about, I not to break it again. Okay, I not to break it again. Isn't quite correct English. I not to break it again.
I not
So,
break it again.
yeah, you could say, I don't want to break it again. What did you say? Oh, sorry, you said not to broke it again. Not to broke it again. So of course it should be break it again. I don't want to break it again, is what you should say. All right, but the rest of that was fine, Zung Ha.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions for me, Zung Ha?
No.
All right, so thank you for staying and thank you for giving me your talk. I'm glad we were able to get you in at last. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day, Zung Ha, and have a good week. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday, okay?
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, thank
right.
you everyone.
Bye, Zung
Chào
Ha.
bác.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Rồi, cảm ơn nhé, chào cả Bảo Minh nhá. Thầy cứ bảo thầy yêu Bảo Minh nhất.
Chào bác. Con đã đi đâu bác? Thì
Chào
thầy
con,
vẫn
bye
còn
bye
gọi
con nhé.
gì.
Okay.
Ok con, bye bye nhé.
Okay.